Jai Jai Raghuveer Samartha. Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will present my interpretation of Manache Shlok, Shlok number 10, that is Verses for Mind, composed by Sri Samartha Ramdas Swami. First we will read the Shlok and then we'll try to understand the meaning of it, and I'll present you my interpretation of the Shlok. Sada sarvada preeti Rami dharavi Sukhachi swaye sandi jeevi karavi Dehe-dukh te sukhamani jaave Viveke sada swaswarupi bharave. So this was the shlok. Now let's try to understand the meaning of the shlok. Sada sarvada preeti Rami dharavi. The first sentence itself in this verse literally means Sada sarvada means all the time, every time. Preeti means love, affection. Rami means on to Lord Rama. Dharavi means to hold. So, in a sense, what Samartha Ramdas Swami are trying to tell us is that put your love, your faith, affection on to Lord Rama every moment of your life for all the times. According to me, it sets the tone for this verse, which is nothing but try to follow the path of Lord Rama, try to follow his footsteps, try to understand what he went through in his life, and try to follow his path towards the dharma, towards the truth, and how to live the life. Because to be honest, Ramayana is all about how to live the life. It teaches you how to face the challenges, how not to be cruel, how to keep onto the path of dharma, the path of truth. So, in a sense, like I said, the first sentence itself sets the tone. Put your love, your faith, affection onto Lord Rama every moment of your life. So, the next question that might arise is okay, but what does it mean to have faith on Lord Rama, to love Lord Rama, to be to have affection or to follow Lord Rama's footsteps? What does that mean? And in the next three sentences, according to me, Samartha Ramdas Swami explains us what it means to follow the footsteps of Lord Rama. The second sentence is Sukhachi swaye sandi jeevi karavi. Sukhachi, Sukha means luxuries, indulgences, and materialistic happiness. Sukhachi swaye. Swaye means by yourself or of yourself. Sandi means to leave or to leave behind. Jeevi karavi. Now, jiva in general means life, but the phrase jeevi karavi, karavi comes from the word uh, karne in Marathi, that means to do. So, jeevi karavi uh, in Marathi context means get used to it, have the habit of, let your life be used to. Sukhachi swaye sandi jeevi karavi. Get yourself used to giving up indulgences, luxuries, and like I said, the materialistic uh, satisfactions which are not eternal, which are absolutely not on the path of truth and path of dharma. If you know the Ramayana scripture, you will understand that Lord Rama exactly did all these things. Lord Rama, by following his own path of dharma, he himself made himself used to giving up all the indulgences. Now, if you know, he had to uh, leave his palace, leave his kingdom, leave his kingship, everything behind, all the luxuries, all the wealth, all the power, everything. I mean political power, everything behind, to follow the path of dharma. And he was never uh, what we say bitter about it. Now this bitterness comes within you when you're not used to, or you do not prepare yourself to give up these kind of indulgences. Lord Rama perfectly prepared himself to give up everything and go to uh, go in the jungle for vanvasa. That means living in the jungle in literal sense. So following the footsteps of Lord Rama also means Sukhachi, swaye, sandi, jeevi, karavi. Be prepared, get used to. Just be prepared. At any point of time, you will have to give up your indulgences and luxuries. And this is exactly what happened with Lord Rama. He was unaware that he will have to leave everything behind at that moment, but he accepted going to the jungle, leaving behind everything. Sukhachi soye, sandi jeevi karavi. Get get yourself used to it. Be prepared. Be prepared for all such bitter experiences. The third sentence says, Dehe-dukh te sukh manit jaave. Now here comes the uh, dilemma for a thinking person, like all of us. We all think. Dehe-dukh te sukh manit jaave. Dehe-dukh means the pain, the bodily pain. Deha means body, dukha means pain or agony or sorrow, sadness. Dehe-dukh te means that. Sukh manit jaave. Again, sukh means pleasure, happiness. Manit jaave. Manit jaave means uh, to consider or to believe. Now, it may sound that Samartha Ramdas Swami are telling us that even if you get bodily pain, even if you get wounded, even if you get hurt, consider it like it is a pleasure. Consider it like it is something good that is happening to you. No, absolutely not. This is not, according to me, what Samartha Ramdas Swami had said, and he would never say that because he was, after all, a bhakt, a devotee of Lord Hanuman as well. He was a devotee of Shakti. So, devotee of Shakti would never say that. Then, what is the meaning of this sentence? Dehe-dukh te sukh manit jaave. Basically, what it means, like I said, if you want to follow the path of Lord Rama, you cannot be bitter. If you follow the path of dharma, if you follow the path of truth, and while following that path, if you get hurt, if you get wounded, if you get bodily pain, if you are affected by the adverse conditions, then you cannot be bitter. Treat them as if it's like a pleasure. To be very precise, when Lord Rama left his palace of Ayodhya and went into jungle to live, living in jungle is not easy. Rather, it's extremely difficult job to do, and that too in that point of time. At that point of time, there were no facilities. At that point of time, Lord Rama, Lakshman, Devi Sita, they all went into jungle. They had no food, no shelter. Okay, they were going through rocks, mud, forest, jungle, thorns, all sorts of things. They went through a lot of hardship while living in the jungle, but at no point of time Lord Rama became bitter because of this bodily pain. So, if you want to follow the path of Lord Rama, you will have to consider this bodily pain on the path of Dharma as the pleasure. You cannot get bitter. As long as you don't get bitter in your mind, you will not get derailed from the path of Dharma. This is what it means by Sada, sarvada, preeti, Rami, dharavi. If you cannot follow the path of someone that you love, then there is no point in saying that I have affection towards that, whether it's Lord Rama, any god, anyone. If you cannot follow it, if you cannot follow him or her, there is no point in saying that you have love, affection, and faith on that person or god or avatara in this case. So, Dehe-dukh de sukh manit jaave, but this bodily pain you will have to go through, you'll have to suffer without getting bitter in your mind when you follow the path of Lord Rama, when you love Lord Rama and you try to follow his footsteps. Now the last sentence says, Viveke Sada swaswarupi bharave. Viveke. Vivek means humility. Sada means every time. Swaswarupi. Swaswarup precisely means nature. Now, when I say nature, don't consider it as a nature as we see outside. This nature, I'm talking about the inner nature of human existence. Viveke Sada Swaswarupi. This inner nature, the inherent nature of the human existence. Bharave means fill, to fill. By literal translation, it means with humility every time, fill yourself in the nature of your existence. The way I interpret it is like become one with the true nature of yourself, the Paramatma, and in larger extent parabrahmna, with humility. And this is what Lord Rama did. If you read Ramayana, you will understand that Lord Rama did not know that he is an avatar of Lord Vishnu. He eventually came to know later, but initially he did not know that he was avatar of Lord Vishnu. He lived like any human being. Lord Rama lived like human being, but he lived his life with such a profound understanding of the dharma, the truth, and the love, affection, and the yoga. Now this yoga word basically means Sada swaswarupi bharave. Yoga is not what we see on the television. Yoga basically means to come together. So with humility, when you become one with your true nature, that's when you discover yourself, you define yourself, and then you are on path of the dharma. So try to follow the yoga, try to find yourself, try to be with unity with your Paramatma, your inner self, inner nature, the true nature of yourself, but with humility. That's what Lord Rama did. So this was my interpretation of Manache Shlok, Shlok number 10, the verses of mind composed by Sri Samartha Ramdas Swami. If you have any suggestions, any questions, or any comments, please do let me know in the comments section. If you like my videos, please do like and share so that we can spread the message of this great saint to a lot of people who do not understand Marathi. So thank you. I will present interpretation of the next shlok in coming days. Till then, Jai Jai Raghuveer Samartha.